What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm actually going to be bringing you a pretty large topic, which is runes. And today's videos are going to be mainly focused on dragon runes. So I'm probably going to do another video on building and monument runes. But today I'm actually going to be focusing on dragon runes. So just to literally start off from basic, like literally zero. You access runes and the actual rune vault only after level 15. You can actually start building it only at level 15. Before that you can't access runes, you can't even find them anywhere. You have to have the rune vault to actually access your runes, and you only have that after level 15. But once you hit level 15 you can build it, and it will take I think a very few minutes to build, and then you can just jump right into it, and you have all your runes accessible right here on this page. And you can access dragon runes, building runes, all the other classes like glyph, normal or common, rares, everything. So starting from the actual page, as soon as you open it, you can see on the top right you have the value of your rune dust. At the moment I'm rocking 442,000, which is very little. Considering I had much more than that, but I actually upgraded a mythic lately, and that actually costs quite a lot. But let's actually talk about the types first. So not rarity, but types. So I'm gonna put this like that just for now. But let's just talk about the types. So you have, obviously I'm gonna be focusing on dragon runes, and types are normal, which are the circular standard runes that you find. That has 2 slots per dragon. The first two. Those are the first 2 slots that you can find. Then you have the diamond shaped runes, which are the glyph. So if I'm just going to pop up only glyph runes, these are the diamond looking sort of thing, and they take 3 slots per dragon. So that gives you a total of 5 slots per dragon. So 2 normal, 3 glyphs. And they have the same functionality. They have actually the same. They are exactly the same. It's just a shape that changes. And glyphs are actually harder to find with respect to normal, because you can only find glyphs from events. And there's obviously an event going on right now. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know it. Um, and it's Team Gauntlet. And when you go to the price and ranks, you can look at the team rank. It'll give you a glyph, a rune, and then the personal prizes through achievements will actually give you another glyph rune, but it's obviously a different one, and that depends on how far you get. But this one, it pays out an epic for everyone. Obviously, if you get to level 6 onwards, so lower than level 6 in position in the event, you get a rare version of that rune. But if you get above that, you get an epic version. And this time around, it's actually going to be an epic Archer Frenzy, which is pretty useful. Looking at the actual personal achievements, apart from all those gems and pearls and the sigils that you get, you also get the glyph rune. And this time around is Rare Storm Frenzy. And as you go down, it actually starts getting to the legendary form. So you can actually obtain a legendary glyph right here just from the event. Obviously you have to destroy the event, but you can actually obtain it. I actually thought that in the team rank the first place gave out a legendary, but apparently I'm wrong. It really should though. I mean, rank 1 in a Sapphire League is actually pretty badass, and we actually got rank 1 last time in the fortification event, but still paid out an epic. Obviously you get 875 sigils though, so that's pretty badass. But let's get back to the runes. So, talking about rarity. So I'm gonna place it like that, and I don't know why it's a bit weird. Like it puts legendary, and then it puts common, and then it puts mythic halfway, and then it puts rares, and then epics, and then I don't know. It's a bit weird how this works. Like it shouldn't be like this, the order. But all right, that's fair enough. There's obviously a lot of types, but we're gonna cover the whole general class, which is the rarity, and it starts off obviously with common, which is the most common one, and it actually gives you one ability only, and to enhance it, it costs 500 runes, and to salvage it, it actually gives you 100. So if you want to salvage it, that means you want to get rid of it just to get more rune dust to I don't know to upgrade another one, you actually have to you just salvage it. That's how you actually build up rune dust. Apart from that, I think common runes should all be salvaged. Apart if you get maybe if you get a double blast, you could keep it. Maybe if you get wisdom, maybe sometimes even if you get a common rage. But apart from that, all other common runes should be salvaged right away. They're way too weak, especially if you get to the point where you're level 100 or that region. You're already looking at, I believe, already from green tier onwards, you should be getting rid of all commons every single time. And please do not waste legendary runes or epic runes on starting dragons, such as red tiered, blue tiered, purple tiered, because they're so rare to find. But yeah, they only pay out one ability, and to salvage it, they give you 100 dust, as I said, and to upgrade it to level 2, which is its maximum level, it's 500 rune dust. Moving on to rare. Now, rare has a little higher percentage and obviously enhancement compared to the common, but it obviously is a little bit more expensive. The rare actually gets you to one more level with respect to the common. Common only gets you to level 2, which is the maxed out level, and then the rare actually goes to level 2 and then 3. The cost to get to level 2 is 2500 rune dust. The cost to get to level 3 is 4100 rune dust. The payout for salvage is 750 rune dust. It's also one ability, like the common, is just an upgrade of the common. So moving on to the epics. The epics actually start giving you already 2 abilities, and they have 4 total levels. Each level has a different value, obviously, to get to, and to get to level 2 you have to pay 12.5k rune dust. To get to level 3 you need to pay 19.6k rune dust, and to get to level 4 you need to pay 31.6k rune dust. But obviously they give 2 abilities, and they actually start getting already in the professional region, so to say. Like, they're actually already pretty strong runes. They give out pretty high percentages in increase and in duration. Obviously, you have to try your best to fit both abilities to that dragon. So you want a dragon that, for instance, for this epic storm resist, has both storm resist as a passive skill and has also the invincibility shield as a spell. Obviously, sometimes you don't really care about that, especially if you're just trying to give that dragon an extra boost in one specific ability. So for instance, sometimes when you just want to give it rage, you don't care, you just apply, for instance, a fireball rune to a dragon that doesn't have it, but you just care about the second ability, which is the extra rage. You know, you could do that. A lot of players do that. A lot of professional players do that, especially when you sometimes see Scar rocking the mythic rune with the invert spell. That's also plausible, because a lot of people just want rune, like they just want rage. They just want the extra rage. But moving on to the legendary, which is at the top, weirdly. Legendary is actually already starting to get to the pretty high end phase. They obviously have a pretty high percentage in increase, both in the resist and in duration, and they also offer 2 abilities. So looking at the legendary fireball right here, fireball damage plus 13.6% and the rage generation plus 2.7%, and they have 5 level max, and to get to level 2 it's 62.5k. To get to level 3 is 96.4k. To get to level 4 is 151,000. And to get to level 5 is 241,000, which is pretty high. And also for this, you have to try and keep both abilities for that specific dragon, or you can just apply the rage if you want to a dragon that needs it, or just one of the abilities. That's basically what I'm trying to say. To salvage, it will actually pay out 50,000 rune dust, so that's pretty amazing. The epic is 6,500 rune dust payout, so you can already see the difference. It's quite a lot of difference. Moving on to the last class, which is the mythic. Now, mythics are extremely hard to get by. You can't find them in chests. You can only obtain them through events or branches. For instance, like the season branch for every dragon, for the new divine dragons that we actually have available, and they have max total of 6 levels. To get to level 2 is 313,000 already rune dust. To get to level 3 is 477,000. To get to level 4 is 734,000. To get to level 5 is 1.145 million. To get to level 6 is 1.822 million. Which is extremely high. To salvage, you get a payout of 400,000 rune dust, which is pretty ridiculous. That's what I'm telling you. brought this mythic invert for Scar all the way to level 3, which cost me quite a lot. Cost me a total of around 700,000. So that's what I'm saying. They're pretty expensive. So, but obviously they pay out a lot. Like consider my Scar was like 2.6 million, and now he's at 2.8 million after that rooms. So it's probably going to get 2.9 million after it's maxed out. Get through the ones that are maybe a little bit more complicated. The tough healing rune prevents damage when rejuvenate is in function. The healing frenzy rejuvenate increases the attack. Then the others are actually all pretty simple. They basically do what the spell does because they actually have the proper name in them. As an ending treat, I decided to show you what what runes I run on my best dragons. And my best dragons are obviously Nightshade, Surgeons, Necure at the moment, but he still needs runes. Sigurd, Scar, Tyrande, obviously, and Chrysos. So starting from Nightshade, I'll show you a few. Get rid of these. He's running Epic Invert, Mythic Invert, obviously. You can't actually give him the second Mythic Invert, because otherwise I would have given it to him, as he has Invert. But it's alright. I guess the Epic Invert, the Mythic Invert, and the Epic Lightning Resist, and the Epic Battle Cry Glyph, which has the Lightning Resist. I don't really care about the second in both those last glyphs. As you can see, invincibility duration, I don't really care about that, and neither do I care about the battle cry. But sometimes I do give battle cry to Nightshade just to power him up if I'm going against a pretty strong base. But obviously all I care about is the lightning tower resist. Looking at Insurgents, I have legendary wisdom that gives me rage, the epic fireball as he has steel essence, that's pretty useful with the rage generation, and then the rare cannon resist as he has the cannon resist passive skill. But yeah, I don't have the other two. I'm still working on them. Runes are pretty hard to get by, actually. Sigurd, he's also rocking Common Wisdom, Rare Invert, Epic Invert Glyph with Rage, and the Rare Lightning Resist. Could have worked better on him. I mean, he's still a work in progress, but Scar is probably the one that has the most. He's got the Epic Wisdom, the Mythic Invert level 3. I don't have enough room to get him to level 4. Rare Rage, the Epic Storm Resist with the invincibility duration. Don't really care about the second part. Care about the epic storm resist, and obviously the legendary storm resist glyph also with invincibility duration, but that's alright. I don't know, maybe it'll work with the blast shield, you know, as it kind of protects like the invincibility shield. Tyrande, he's got the rare wisdom, the legendary double blast, and the rare rage glyph. I could give him the mythic double blast, but I'm not gonna give it to him yet because I still want to use as much as I can of the rare wisdom, so I'm still kind of waiting on that. But then Chrysos comes in last place with the rare healing frenzy, which increases my attack whenever I'm using Rejuvenate. Legendary Healing Frenzy, which obviously also again increases the attack while I'm using Rejuvenate, and the Rare Regeneration. Then there's the Rare Rejuvenate Glyph that just increases the duration of Rejuvenate. The Epic Rage Glyph that I don't really care about the cloak duration right there, but I could have given it to Nightshade if only I had known. I still hadn't worked on Nightshade at that time, so everyone makes mistakes. Epic Trebuchet Resist Glyph, which is useful for the Trebuchet Resist. But yeah, these are runes I'm running. These are my top dragons at the moment. So I hope this helped, guys. I really do. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this. If you want more specific answers, if you want to see more specific runes, just let me know. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at iStefa WD for War Dragons event announcements, updates, and anything that comes new basically comes through me first. Also, all the other creators, members of the creators factions, they all also have their own sites. I do advise you to look at them as well. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Peace out.